Hey, so I've got something really cool to show you. I found a bunch of mosquito larvae, as you can see, in a bowl that has been sitting out in my yard for a week or so. There's a lot of those little guys. You can see they're really active. But instead of just kicking, I kicked one over, but I thought about this one and I really wanted to see for myself because I haven't seen it yet. But I've been reading a lot about these mosquito dunks and how to control these little fuckers. And this, where is it here? Bacillus thuringiensis subspecies, found in Israel, I guess, is an Israeli strain. From my understanding, American scientists found this in the desert, and it is, the cool thing about this is it is completely harmless to all other organisms except for mosquito larvae. It will, however, not affect the adult mosquitoes or the pupae, I don't know my mosquito stages. I'm only interested in their stage of death. So these little guys, I bought this whole pack for $20, so this is about a year's supply of dunks here, depending on how many things of water you get. Let me try and, I'm gonna set this down and get this out real quick. Okay, so just kind of a little donut. Now I've got two in my creek back there that are tied with a string. And how this stuff works is this bacteria, again, not harmful to any other living organism except for mosquito larvae, which I think is really cool. It releases spores. So when I put this in the water, it's going to release spores. The larvae are going to eat these spores, and it's going to release toxins into their gut that will stop them from feeding. Now, this is a big chunk. I think these can do, let's see here, 1 to 5 square feet of standing for a quarter. So this will do, you know, a relatively big area. There you go. 1 dunk per 100 square foot. So there you go, it'll do 100 square foot. So I'm just gonna take a little corner off of this, if I can, here. And I'm just gonna dunk this guy in and commit genocide. And it is literally as easy as that. Now, I think they were just reacting to the, to dropping it in. I'm gonna get something to prop this camera up so you guys don't have to see my shakiness holding. Try and get this into a good light here. They are, get this thing propped up. Focused. Perfect. So we're just going to kind of sit here and watch this together. I don't really know how long this is going to go on for. It's supposed to work relatively quickly. Actually, I think I can see some of them have stopped moving, maybe not. I don't know, there's so many it's hard to even keep track of just one of them. However, I'm also going to, ooh, look at this little guy up here on the lid. Look at him just squirming around. Oh, he's freaking disgusting. Now, I understand mosquitoes have a purpose, they're population control, but I'll be damned if they're gonna ruin my summer. So I'll let this go on for maybe 5 minutes here, and we'll see what's going on. And if they all don't die immediately, then I'll just kind of wait until they all start to die and time it, and then I'll post in the comment or something how long it actually took. Now, mind you, these are meant to be tossed into your standing water if you've got a pond or anything on your property, or you've got a creek. Now I've got a creek. Now it seems silly to throw something into a creek, but I tie it off with a string, and that creek really doesn't flow a whole lot. It really just fills with rainwater, and until all that stuff evaporates out, it just kind of sits there, which is perfect for these guys because it gets really tarry and mucky and just all sorts of nasty stuff on there. And the frogs, we have a lot of frogs, but they just cannot compete with how quickly these guys can breed. Now it does look like a lot of them are moving down to the bottom here. Shoot, I'm sorry, I should have put the bottom of it in frame the whole time, but it looks like some of them are moving down to the bottom. Now I'm not sure if they're trying to escape from something or if I'm freaking them out. I don't think can these things see me? I don't fucking know. I should have done a little bit more research. Made this a little bit more National Geographic for you. Now, I think this should be a pretty effective test. I don't know how long it's going to take. But this is the water that they were apparently born in, so, and it was not connected to any other thing. It was a dog bowl, an old dog bowl. We got a big old rubber one now. This one was just kind of sitting there for a week or so. I wonder what happens if I tap the glass. Oh, okay. So I'm not sure how long it takes mosquito larvae to starve to death, but I'm gonna assume it's gonna take a few hours. It's been at about that 5-minute mark, I think, a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off and report back to you guys when hopefully all these little buggers are dead. And I'll make a video then too. Or if they're all still alive in a few hours, then I'll take a video of that too, and we'll just kind of monitor these guys and all the way up until mosquito larva doomsday. All right, we'll see you in a bit.